Oh boy. So let's kind of let's talk about something, guys. I'll give everybody a little minute to come on over. Hey, Kelly. So I wanted to make just a short live to talk about a couple of issues that have popped up over the last 24 hours. One, I kind of went into depth about yesterday, and that was the video that was uploaded by the channel Left Undone, which, and I don't want to misspeak it. Left Undone. The video, it says Orrin and Orson went out the gate. Did someone coax them? 2021. First of all, when you make a video like that, it makes a suggestion to people that can be quite dangerous, in my opinion. Because with a video like that, and I'm not singling her out, but with a video like that, what happens is that it starts to change a narrative, so to speak, and that narrative has been built through blood, sweat, and tears, and it also it stood a lot of criticism. It stood a lot of stood through all the bad stuff, right? So that video came out and Left Undone. I'm gonna have to go through and watch, but she made did a follow-up interview rather about her video and the idea behind it and the ideology behind it. And so until I watch that, I won't speak on hers anymore. But then there was another channel that went to the Motel 6. I don't want to say Motel 6 because I don't know that it was Motel 6, actually. But what I do know is there was this video that started out black. And you hear some talking, and it becomes clear that it becomes really clear that the person holding the device is in a hotel lobby. Now, you have to ask yourself the motivation of all of it from the very beginning, because if you hid your phone when you went in there to ask about information that you can't even ask about, right? Or should, you sound a little other than when you go in there and you ask for that stuff. And so then you come out and you give a summation of what we listened to in the video. And I just wanted to backtrack and say that we all as a community, we've known that there's someone biologically related, or not biologically necessarily, somebody related to the case that works there. For that platform to then go and publish a video, and the name of that video is Orrin and Orson West trying to locate one of the boys who was last seen yesterday in Bakersfield, Cal. Now, that video in 15 hours has been exposed to 6.3 thousand people. Now, of that 6.3K, 540 people. 540 people. I won't show you because I don't want them to strike me. 540 people agreed with what they saw go on that video. Why, I ask you? right? Why has this microcosm of a video not been discussed everywhere and talked about in it? Why, you know, why have the numbers, like, I don't know if people are taking this video seriously. 6.3 thousand, but there's 540 that are really in there. And when you go to the comments, there's quite a lot of opinion-based stuff going on. Let me just say that. And so, you know, with that in mind, what's the issue with all the videos? Someone telling you what to think about what you're seeing and hearing? Absolutely. You know, there is a lot of people making a lot of content now that they weren't making content before, myself included. Now, with that being said, there's also going to be people who don't have the restraint that everyone has, and that that restraint leads to reckless internet posting, right? So with the reckless internet posting of content which completely changed the narrative, why are you trying to change the narrative? Why is, you know, so it's not that you're trying to change the narrative, but you're change the narrative with a piece of media like this. Hey, Roxette from South Africa, thank you for joining in, honey. I appreciate you all the way, all the way. Why is there no solid preface to the video before you put the video out? Why, you know, I mean, it defines sound logic, right? So now I hope that we're all in agreement that this situation, no pun intended, it needs to be handled with kitty gloves, right? So I'm looking at this video and I'm like, if I was the possessor of this video and I thought for a moment that what I had just went through with this video in my pocket was real, I'd have went immediately to the feds or to a higher jurisdiction than Kern County or Bakersfield. So I assure you, in that short amount of time, whenever this video was made, and it wasn't the day before yesterday, this joker was made on the spot. They went in, made the video, came out, posted it. There was no time for anyone to look into that lead other than the people that are online. So unless law enforcement is watching these videos upload, they're a step behind being misled, right? Why air it on YouTube, right? Vegas in the house. Where are the boys? Thank you, Nikki. And I see you out there searching too, sweetheart. You do your damn thing. Bring them home. Get something, right? So, guys, you have to be careful because there's people out here whose eyes are not connected to their brains. And so when you do certain things online, they're attracted to the glitter, right? I spoke with a prominent channel holder this morning. They know who they are. When I spoke about this video at hand, they were like, what? What? What are you talking about? Yeah. So it's like, what is this thing, right? I certainly, not that I'm anybody, you know, but I have my own base core people and they are very knowledgeable. Shouts out to Jay. You know who you are. You know, shouts out to Kelly. Shouts out to D. You know, I got some real strong people with I got some real hitters that don't want to be in front of the camera at all, right? So with that being said, if I were, or some of my people were to have came across that lead, that's when you immediately, with no effort whatsoever, you immediately shed your YouTube skin, right? When things are happening in this investigation, folks, it's not like, oh my God, I got to hurry up and post this. Oh my God, you got to hurry up and take it to the police. Because the same group, allegedly, that's putting out videos like this is the same group that thinks that they can handle DNA and be the expert on gathering evidence, people. What is this channel actually doing? And I'm not freaking out on nobody else. Period. Nobody else that said anything about me. These people haven't even said nothing about me. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yes, they are, Spiritual Nikki. Hey, Sarah, they're getting out of hand now, right? I mean, when you have whole authorities, and I don't mean necessarily mean authorities, but I do box them in as well. When you have whole government and state-funded law enforcement out here on the trail, this person thinks this. They think this is really what it is. Please, somebody try to make my mind wrap around this, please. Or somebody get in the comments and say, okay, well, this is this or this is that. At any point, I'm not saying jump in right now and do it. You can jump in right now if you want to. But let me tell you this, folks. Don't believe anything you hear or see about this case unless you source media fact check it, guys. Don't perpetuate the cycle of this BS. Now, look, if this was legitimate and it was 17 hours ago, it would have been blogged about everywhere. I would have woke up with emails, and I'm not big, but again, I have a team and we keep each other informed. We would have woke up to a whole bunch of new videos talking about the same thing that this channel posted. Did we wake up to that? No. This is a cutting edge, moment-to-moment fluid situation, and the real searchers and the real supporters that are doing their due diligence, they're on the front line. There's also content creators on the front line. This didn't get shared around the way it should have, I believe, if it was a viable lead on YouTube, right? You'd have ran it past some of the old heads in this community and said, hey, man, look here. These old heads wouldn't be bumping on and stumbling onto this video or waking up and not knowing about it. They'd have known when it went up, right? Where are the boys? Yeah, man, for real. 122K. Somebody does know something. You're damn right. Thank you, Roxette. You know what? I will accept that, right? Because in a room full of idiots, someone with common sense looks like a wise man. Right. So I'll accept that. I'll be the wise man for today. Right. Because for the 540 people that like that misinformation, how many of y'all are right now staked out at that Hotel 6 or Motel 6 in Bakersfield? How many of you? How many of y'all are planning to go today? How many of y'all went last night? How many of y'all are sitting there right now? Doing what? Getting ready for something to pop off so you can go live or so that you can post it. And man, this is ridiculous. This shit is getting ridiculous. Hey, Lisa, how you doing, sweetheart? Thanks for coming on in. You know, we got 19 people in here, and that's plenty. I'm gonna go ahead and let's see right here. Here's this link, guys. Man, somebody come over here and talk to me. Not because I need some attention, because man, I'm at home with a house full of girls. If somebody can come in here and help me censor this thing, man. I mean, this is beyond. This is beyond, man. I can't even. This little button right here. There you go. So, I'm gonna post that link one more time, guys. Man, I'm sorry, folks. Like, what's up with this shit in these videos, man? There we go. All right. So what's the shit with these videos, man? Why can't we why can't we do something about the dang on community, man? Why we keep posting, right? Guess what? Man, you'd get the real ones. You'd get the real ones coming on to help. If maybe, you know, if you wanted some notoriety from a situation, from what you tried to make it look like, or from what it did look like, you know, you're trying to get some notoriety from that situation, you could have posted a community comment where you said, hey, just came across some information, forward it to the feds, forward it to you know, the appropriate law enforcement agency out there that's on the case. They could like hold on. This is getting out of hand. Only a valid update. Absolutely, spiritual Nikki. Do you guys have patrol cars? Do you guys have vests? Do you guys have ARs? Do you guys have, you know, 30-round magazines? Do you guys have handcuffs? Do you guys have a cage in the back of your car? Do you guys have run flat tires? Did you guys take an oath of office and integrity and take a course in ethics and morals? Hell no. Because I've seen you guys out here touching on shit you ain't got no business touching on. So stop that. Stop that. Pow, pow. Right? Stop that. What's wrong with you? Those who listen and pay attention learn more than those. Man, that's why God gave us 2 eyes and 2 ears and 1 mouth. And I don't have to finish the rest of that because you already know it. You've been told your whole life. Right? Thank you, Jamie. 420, man. What's up, bro? Like, you know what it is, bro. So if you are one of these people that wants to create division, I can't even speak your name. Divide and try to conquer all you want, right? Many hands make light work. So I'm not with all that division stuff. Moving on from that, the things about these videos are that we live in a time where this YouTube is so very powerful, right? There's people that believe or that will believe after this is over. Let's hypothesize for a moment that we find someone else completely connected to this case other than the West. There's going to be a lot of you that still think the West are involved some sort of way. There's going to be a lot of you that will still vandalize their homes, stalk their parents, right? Guess what? Thank God this thing didn't happen in Texas, because you know what? Whole bunch of y'all protesters standing in front of my mama's house would have got the business. Creeping around the back of my mama's house, you'd have got the business. And I'm talking about the long, tall Texas business, right? Long as Luke 12. Y'all don't even know about that, right? That's a saying here in Dallas. When somebody's on that ass or something as long as Luke 12, they mean business, right? So moving on, man. Thank you, Roxette. I hope that even from South Africa, you know, this is proof of concept. Right? That the raising awareness about the boys, it works. South Africa, guys. Roxanne Durant from South Africa. She's here talking about the boys in the chat. That's proof of concept, people. You don't need to misdirect 540 people, right? Because we know out of 6.3 thousand people, if only 540 people interacted with that, that wasn't the movement that we thought it was going to be, right? When we posted that video, correct? We didn't think it was going to, we thought it was going to be more than that. There are also the same people that's claiming they got the money in the bank and the family's millionaires, but also taking up donations and collections for billboards. And so I don't understand it. Right. And I was told that the billboard deal was a free thing, right? So let me explain it, people. There's 2 sides to this investigation. You have the group of searchers and ground pounders that are on the side that it's a recovery. Then you have the ones that are on the side that you're looking for live bodies. Thank you, 420. Please, man, drop a like if you mess with me. If not, just listen, right? That's awesome to put up billboards. It is. It is awesome to keep a portion, and I want to salute Crenshaw and the people that made that work. That's awesome. But at the same time, us on the side or whomever believes that we're looking for remains, you you got to bear in mind that everything that we do, that we publish online, it has to be source checked. It has to be fact checked, because what happens is you come on with speculation and hearsay, and you can mislead a whole community of people that got their heart in the right place, guys. You aren't trying to trip up the devil. You're trying to trip up the people that are out here doing the due diligence. Shame on you. Shame on you. And you're the same group that's been involved in the staking out vehicles and sending the white boy in with the gloves, man. Y'all need to be put out. Y'all need to be put out. Look at you. You've made your channel to appear like AV Watchmen. And now you're out here doing things in that essence, in his name. You also are out here doing this in God's name. What is wrong with y'all, man? Pull that video down, man. Y'all got no business putting up nothing like that before it's been fact-checked, sourced, and all. Man, just because somebody at the motel, man, we know about all that already, bro. Y'all are tripping. If you actually think the West will return back to a hotel that everybody knew from the beginning, they had interest there. They had a family interest at that hotel, man. We've been knowing about this. And now you come in because the case is looking like it's getting chilly and cold. You come in here and try to scratch this shit like this, pardon my French. It cannot go down like that, females, ladies. This is the same group of people that want to go on and talk about men being bitches. You are not qualified to speak on another man's hood at all. Who are you people? You snuck in next to AV, and I'm not speaking for AV. AV, if he has a problem with something I'm saying on here, he'll address me behind the ball field, right? But see, I won't do nobody like that, except for these folks right here. Why y'all breaking into stuff? Why you doing that? This girl's on point. Everything makes sense that she says down for the tea. Man, you already know. Hey, Jen. Hey, how you doing? 1 billboard was paid by Rose GoFundMe, and 2 were paid by and see, so even that got a strange traction, right? About the billboards. It's like, you know, I was told different things. Why isn't there not one synonymous narrative about anything in this thing, right? I mean, like, come on. I don't even know who you are. Criminality. Yeah, you can move. I'm gonna put you in timeout here for a minute, right? Because I want you to come back, whoever this is. Because why don't you bring yourself over under your real page? Come on over and let's talk about it. Criminality, whoever you are, because I feel like you're a troll that thinks you have a big platform that's putting out these videos that aren't what that is. So I'm gonna leave you in here so everybody else that wonders what's going on, they can come down here and find your channel, and they can link you with whoever you are and all this mess. So criminality, you need to move on. What's gonna happen to the people sneaking in the backyards? Vans are going to end up making it to where nobody gets charged if they do. Mandy, you're correct. If evidence has been tainted by a searcher's hand, all a defense lawyer has to say is, it's been touched by a searcher's hand. Let's strike this from the discovery. You know, 4 weeks are free for 3 billboards. There you go, Lisa. Yeah, tell him. CMS. Criminality, man. You don't know the ethics of online, do you? Right? I'm not going to address you no more in this live because you just don't matter. If you think you're somebody and you won't come over here and address me like a real man or woman, whatever you are, man, just stay in the chat. Thank you, Mandy. Lisa, I you know, that's kind of the narrative that I heard, was that the billboards were for free. So I don't know about, you know, any of the fine-tuned details involving those billboards, but I will tell you this: if you come across a piece of evidence, guys, whether it be in the field or online, You made a commitment silently when you involved yourself in this community for these boys. You made an oath silently to all of us and those boys that you would do your due diligence and do things the right way, right? Certain things don't even ever need to see the light of day, especially if your channels are monetized and you're doing this for the likes of 2 or 3 cents. Shame on you. Shame on you. No boys, no peace. That's it. I do want to give a shout out to some people that are working behind the scenes on all this. And I don't want to single you out as far as your name and potentially have you, being hassled by the people. So all you that are frequent users of our Discord, the unit, God bless all of you. Because what I want to tell you people out here that don't understand, we have an organization called the unit. And it's, we didn't set it up in shifts. But what we have done is we have organized this in a way organically to where some of us work while we're sleeping and some of us work while others are awake. And so when any of us come back to the table, we've got new stuff that we're looking at. We're circling. We've got groups circling back and covering old stuff. We've got people on the side that are investigating new things. So it's a multi-angulated effort. We aren't trying to take any of the shine from anybody. We want the boys home so we can move on, right? And in fact, I'll tell you that today should have been a celebration as far as platforms are concerned. I met the eligibility today for monetizing, and I will not monetize. I will not monetize during this case. I will not monetize a single thing off the backs of these boys. So with criminality, man, beat it. Okay? Beat it, man. Stop it. You coming in here flipping around and trying to create, go away, dude. Please. Anyways, guys, those of you that aren't involved in the unit and you would like to be a part of just a group of us that are committed to finding these marginalized boys, please, by all means, I will put my email address in the comments or the description, and let's just take a look at this thing together. Any of the other platforms, I extend an olive branch. If it's all about the boys, let's work together and let's share resources and let's keep certain details off of the internet, please. Like, what is wrong with you? You even put online the fact that you were a part of breaking into a vehicle. Like, come on, right? It is all brown when you got your head in your ass. Anyhow, thanks, Jen. Thank you. I would ask you guys to go on over and check Spiritual Nikki, the Medium's page. She's in the chat below. She's also doing her search thing. She's got a good heart. I'm with her. She's doing her thing. Jen, we were talking about LV, United We Stand. I'm not even going to put Watchmen in there because they don't deserve that. Jen, they put on, I'm sorry, I'm catching up to you, Jen. They put on a video about 17 hours ago or yesterday, and it's a video concerning a sighting of the boys day before or yesterday or whatever in Bakersfield at a motel. And, it's tragic. We didn't need to know where that motel was that's exactly it, Lisa. Only law enforcement needs to know that. But see, guess what? If it was something the law enforcement really needed, LV would be covering it. So move on. Maybe one boy or not, but police could. Yeah. Okay, Angela. Well, I'm not even going to speak on do I think that that's real or not in any sort of fashion, real in any sort of fashion because of the way it was distributed, right? Yes, I've seen that. Yeah, Danielle's. I'm not sure how Benny feels about mentioning other people's channels, but y'all go check Terrell for this. Yeah, no, that's cool. I just don't. I just haven't. I'm not going to bring in the clairvoyancy into this thing because that's just not my angle. I feel like I'm well rounded enough to peel the skin back on something else and continue looking. So I applaud anyone. I'm not going to say that I haven't seen cases where mediums were very helpful. That's just not, I play with one sort of spirituality and that's just not that. Moving on from that, I live in CT and know where it is now. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Angela. Thank you. Let me ask you guys, it is snowing by me. Yes. In Dallas, Texas. Let me ask you guys, what do you think about the complexity and the dynamics of posting certain kind of things, whether they're true or not? What do you guys think about that? Do you think that it's appropriate? Or do you agree that there should be some things that we leave up to speculation? It's okay to get to the end of the segment on TV and it say to be continued. It's okay. It's okay. Like, it's okay when you watch a cop show and they say, the names of the innocent have been changed to protect the guilty, whatever the fuck they say. It's okay to withhold certain shit. And the fact at this point in the game, the fact that you didn't withhold that completely disqualifies it from being anything valid or reasonable logically. No, Jen, it is not helpful. It's not helpful, right? See, I work inside of a group where if I send a video to someone inside of my unit, our unit, it's not mine, it's ours, I don't ever worry about that stuff popping up online behind me or beside me and I didn't see it, right? Like, because we're not doing that to each other, right? Furthermore, there's an understanding amongst the people that I mess with that there's just a lot of things that we're not going to venture into, and we're just not going to go a certain distance with some of this foolery. It's okay not to know right now. That's it. And see, that's part of the problem, is that this web-assisted community of detectives thinks that they know everything. They know better than the solid science. They know better than forensic analysis. They know better than computers. And I assure you people that the dumbest smartphone is still smarter than all of us, right? So, that's it, Jen. What happens in that unit stays in the unit, right? Guess what? It can't even be infiltrated because of the way it's set up, right? There's waiting rooms and there's side rooms and people get put over here and then we watch how they behave talking about the case. And if they're really opinion-based, they never make it to the unit. They can stay right in that other server and talk about all that they want with those same kind of people. And that's okay because people, there's levels to this shit. There's levels, right? We know that. There's that bottom tier that's just that YouTube channel owner, right? Or just someone that uses it to come look at music videos and DIYs, right? You got that person. Then you got the person that's in the waiting rooms of a place like the unit. Then you have the people that are in the unit, which are also qualified and aligned with the people that are on the ground down there, right? So people, get it together, right? Don't band together with 2 or 3 channels you think are really promoting what you want to hear. Band together with the people that aren't content creators and let them. These are the people that make all these platforms big and that carry the message, right? That resonate the message, right? So listen to what they have to say. Because those people aren't worried about making videos. Those people are worried about knowing the truth. I can ask anyone in the unit, and it's such a beautiful thing, and it's not even 24 hours old. I can ask anybody in the unit, and if they don't know already, they're going to go find it, and they're going to show the proof. They're going to show the receipt of the legitimacy. Point blank. Point blank. Guess what? Somebody in the unit wouldn't even share a video like that popped up on LV Watchman's channel. Or LV United. I'm sorry, AV. You want to know why? Because we all already know better than that, right? So LV, I implore you, bounce something off Jesus, bounce something off a follower, but quit thinking that you know the way. right? Because if you knew the way, this would all be over with, right? You have been a detriment to this case since you came in. I've been told about you touching all kinds of shit. You touched a lot of shit you wasn't supposed to be doing. And you've been touching shit I won't even speak on here because I have confidence with somebody who lets me know everybody who's touching on shit. Right? You done touched too many things now. You done made this thing contaminated. Right? Back up. Give this thing some fucking room to breathe. Please. Back up. Take your big chains and take your bullshit and step on the sidewalk out the street because you're in the fucking way. All right? Kudos, Nikki. Kudos. And that's the way, that is okay for you to be doing your own investigation off of social media and keeping it off of social media. Sweetheart, I applaud you. That's a beautiful fucking thing. That's it, Mandy. That's it. Hey, Diane. Usually the bigger channels are putting out what they know everyone wants to see and hear. That's it. That's it. Some of them, right? And I think that if you're a YouTube creator, some of us in the YouTube community, we feel this drive to go live or to post info. And some of us, the drive for why we upload these things and act the way we do in front of the camera, it has a lot of dynamics, right? I mean, there's just every millimeter another option and another angle, right? Some people are out here for the wrong things, right? I don't know, but I would be sickened to know. Let's see. No, thankfully they didn't monetize that video. Fortunately for them, because that would be just the ultimate sick, right? With that being said, guys, I just implore, and that's my word, I implore and employ all of you to stay on the righteous path, stay on the unbiased path, stay on a path that doesn't lead you down to following Trezel's footsteps every step of the way, right? Find your own free space and link it with other details and facts that you know are concrete and sound, and push forward, right? Reach out to some of your peers that don't be afraid to act like you don't know all the answers, right? Come on. The only person's a fool is the person that doesn't ask a question. You can't tell somebody that knows everything nothing. You can't tell them shit. You can't. Greetings from Texas. I am grateful for you guys posting videos to keep us connected about this case, but the focus needs to be on these boys and stick to the facts. Karina, that's been A1 since day one. Some of us been breaking the rules, though. Right? Like, come on now. Thank you, Nikki. Yeah, thank you for what you do. Man, go check out Nikki. You know what I'm saying? She's a clean spirit. She's a white spirit. Go check her out. And I guess other than that, guys, I have publicly talked about a few of the angles that the team I'm associated with is working. And those are angles, those are like recircle angles. Like we're circling back and checking what's been left behind, right? It's like we're checking the gold trailings, right? Because the stuff they throw away, it's still got good in it, right? So any or art technician or problem solver, we reach a dull point and it's not producing, they're going to circle back and they're going to try to find another dynamic, another angle, another something to keep the push for truth headed in the northern direction, on the up, right? Let's all take this up, right? Let's all say a prayer before we post these videos and ask for guidance. Are these things what we want to put out in the air? Are these things that, imagine if we don't have all these theories and you're Ryan Dean, or you're the biological father or biological family, and you go online and you see a couple of idiots touching on evidence earlier on and then touching on some other stuff out in the desert and then moving on. And now they're out here and they got people whose heartstrings are really involved in this, thinking these boys been seen at Motel 6 in Bakersfield day before yesterday. How does that make you feel? Does it make you feel like there's a small portion of hope that just gets jerked away from so quick? Right? The hope has been appointed and retracted for everyone involved in this case, biologically, peripherally, all of that. We've had hope given and taken away and restored again. And these things like this are infectious. They're diseases. And us as a community, we have to find a way to exile the people that do this stuff. And you know how we do it? We just stop watching it. Stop watching it. Or if you're going to interact in it, go over and give it a thumbs down, right? Because we live in a world now, even if that was true, and let's say 1,000 people went and hit the thumbs down, and 200 people hit the thumbs up, those people are so vain and caught in vanity, take that post down. They will take that post down because we go in there and say, that's not the truth. Look at all these thumbs down. This isn't real. Bring it down. We have power in that. So if you guys don't agree with some of these false narratives that we can see have transpired and gained no traction, and then we move on and we forget that they happened, right? And they're trying to force this stuff, and then in hopes tomorrow we don't remember it, right? I implore you all to fight against misinformation in whatever fashion you need to. Don't waste your time reporting it because that's not going to work. Spam it. Spam it. Remember you got. Go in there and say this BS, this bullcrap, over and over and over. But if it's real, it'll stand the test of time. You don't even see those women in those comments responding to them people. Don't play with me. Quit playing with me. I'm going to catch up with a couple of these comments and I'm going to jump off this thing, man, because I got work to do. We all got work to do. Shit. Benny, what did you think about what I emailed you? Jen, I will get with you. Let's get with that behind the ball part with the unit, and we will chop that up. Roxette, yeah, go check out Nikki. 420, yes. If you can leave, I will leave my email in the description of this video, and there's been other videos as well that I've left left my email address in. Go ahead and email that, and then you're going to want to download Discord, D-I-S-C-O-R-D. Download that, and then I will walk you through how to get connected to the waiting room server, and then we will screen you, and then if the screening is all cool, 420 will bring you on over to the main unit room. Thank you, Nikki. God bless you. Yes, Jen. Yep. Please upload a video and share from your channel. Where are the boys? Where are the boys? Right? So, guys, mission for today. Keep your eyes open. And if you want to give yourself a JOB for TODAY, spam misinformation. Use your power of your view to change and make people posting the wrong content, guys. Seriously, right? If in your heart you feel like this does more damage to our community than it does good, play your part to get it removed, right? Right. So, guys, the evidence of absence is not the absence of evidence. It's right before us, guys. The answer is right before us. It's hidden in plain sight. So I implore you all to shut your eyes, close our mouths, open our ears, and find the thing that is the splinter in this case sticking its head out that just needs to be pulled. It needs to be plucked, right? We're close, guys. This isn't getting cold. It's just warming up, guys, right? Dig, metaphorically, literally, dig and fight against misinformation with the only online weapon we have, which is our view and our interactions. Thumbs down mean a whole lot. Thumbs down mean more than thumbs up do. Remember that shit. I love you all. Bring these boys back home. Cal City, be strong.